to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people, lots of questions, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com, and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's general yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the bloodstone, reading number 2 with the smoky quartz, reading number 3 with the citrine, reading number 4 with the rose quartz, and reading number 5 with the rhodochrosite. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now, so I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 1 with the bloodstone. Your first message of the reading is to get up and get moving. So time to put your energy in, get up, get moving, go after what you desire. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I will shuffle till the deck feels ready. Then I'm going to cut, and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, let's see here. All right, so we start with the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands talks about making a sacrifice that's unnecessary. So some of you may be making a sacrifice you don't need to make. So make sure you pay attention to that. Next, we see the Magician. The Magician talks about manifesting, using your talents and skills to manifest and draw the energy into your realm that you desire. Next, we see the 7 of Wands. There's lots of passion energy here. The 7 of Wands says you may have to fight for what you want. You may have to go after it, like that get up, get moving, but you will succeed. You have the higher footing, the higher ground, so you will succeed in the end. Next, we see the Page of Wands. There's so much wand energy here. The Page of Wands talks about following creative passions, stepping back into your passions, so going back to passions of your past. It can even talk about reuniting with a relationship somewhere. Next, we see the Ace of Wands, more wands, so much passion. The Ace of Wands is about a beginning that has tons of passion. Your passions just kind of flow into this beginning. And then topping everything off, of course, another wand. The 4 of Wands, which can talk about commitments. It's one of the marriage cards in tarot. It also talks about opportunities and doors opening. Okay, so even with the stuck energy in the 9 of Wands and like the sacrifice energy in the 9 of Wands, where you guys may be sacrificing something that's unnecessary, everything else here is very, very positive. You're going to have to go after it. You're going to have to fight for what you want, go after your desires, but the answer looks like a yes to whatever you're asking tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 1. Thank you, thank you. Six of Wands, shocker, more wand energy. You guys are so passionate. Like there's so much passion energy either in the question you're asking or just in you in general. There's tons of passion here. The Six of Wands is about victory, you being victorious, celebrating your victory. The Emperor, that reminds you that you are in the power role in your life. You make the decisions that take you down whatever path you want. You're in charge of your existence. The Fool, some of you stepping into a brand new journey. The Fool kind of has an energy of jumping in without looking, just starting and going for it. And it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you do just have to go for it. But make sure that you're conscious of the kind of looking before you leap as well. And then the Devil, there is stuck energy somewhere. And it's funny because I said stuck energy with regards to the Nine of Wands and I didn't really mean it. I meant a sacrifice energy, but there's stuck energy and the Devil's coming out to kind of signify it. Now, it doesn't have to be big, bad, stuck energy. I mean, I know it's the Devil. You guys have a lot of major arcana, so maybe a significant transition going on. The Devil can come out when we're talking about a love triangle. So it's possible that some of you involved in some form of love triangle. It can talk about addictions. It can be big, bad addictions, or it can be like a sugar addiction or a social media addiction or something like that. So addiction can be something that will trigger the Devil in your situations, and it generally has an idea of something that maybe isn't so good for you. So we will get the Oracle and see how you step out of that. Now, let's start Oracle with Angel Oracle. So angels, for group number 1, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Honor life cycles. All right, so if it's ending, let it go. If it's starting, follow on into that energy. Honor the cycles of life and move with the energy of the universe. Now, let's start off with the Devil to just get that out of the way. We'll get Moonology. What do they do to step out of this Devil energy? Why is the Devil here? Be bold, make the first move. So you got get up, get moving, be bold, make the first move. There's something stuck. The Devil, it can, in most general energy, just represent stuck energy. Now, the interesting thing about this particular deck, where the Devil card is, the Fool's inside the cage, right? But the cage door's open. So the Devil's holding the chains that hold the cage, but the Fool can just walk out, like the door's open. You have the opportunity to walk away from whatever it is that has you stuck. You're being told, be bold, make that first move. You get up, get going. Don't let that stuck energy keep you down. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to start with the Emperor. The Emperor reminds you you're in charge of your existence. The path, you make the decisions that guide you down the path you want to go down. So if you're not on a path that you like, change it up. If you are on a path that you like, keep going. You're in charge. It's your decision. Now, the Fool. The unexpected. All right, there is an unexpected beginning that you may be able just to jump into that's going to be fantastic. Like the unexpected, this is a good unexpected thing happening. So this beginning is going to have a good effect on your life, and it's going to be unexpected in some way. You've got another beginning in this Ace of Wands here. So this could be the beginning of a passionate relationship. There's unexpected positive energy in this beginning. Now, let's see spell casting. We're going to look at that Six of Wands because the Six of Wands is victory. You celebrating your victory. Six of Wands, please. Forgiveness. Okay. So celebrating your victory includes forgiveness in some way. You may be forgiving yourself. You may be forgiving someone else. Please remember that forgiveness sets you free. Forgiveness doesn't mean that whatever happened is okay. It means that whatever happened is not getting any more of your energy. So forgiveness is going to be victorious for you in some aspect of your life. So wherever this is, whether you're forgiving yourself or somebody else, forgiveness is necessary. Also, if the forgiveness is for you, please remember to forgive yourself the way you would your child, your significant other, your best friend. You're worthy of your forgiveness too. Now, for the Transparent Tarot, which was yes to whatever you asked, you get travel. So some of you may be asking about travel, but most of you are probably asking about something that drives you forward down your path. This travel card can talk about moving forward, and that is the energy that we're seeing, some forward motion. Also, she has a wand in her hand. Like that's, I mean, like she's got, you know, she's moving the boat with it, but it looks like a wand. So it's even more wand, passion, energy, so much passion here. I really feel like the yes was probably really good for most of you, and you do have to fight for it. You're gonna have to put your energy in, you're gonna have to go for it, but you are gonna find yourself moving forward down your life path if you do. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 2 with the smoky quartz. Your first message of the reading is to let it go. So whatever it is, let it go. If it's meant for you, it'll come back to you. And if not, then you're probably better off without it. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, let's see here. We start with the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups talks about an ending that brings in a new, better beginning. So something is ending, but whatever comes after, the beginning that starts after the ending, is going to be better than whatever ended. Next, we see the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords talks about really stuck energy, having to deal with energy that is very, very stuck, kind of not seeing your way forward, not seeing how you're going to move past it. And then we see the 2 of Pentacles kind of topping things off. That talks about having to deal with financial decisions, figuring out how you're going to pay your bills, figuring out how you're going to make ends meet, kind of walking the financial tightrope and having to kind of overcome some financial challenges. All right, so this looks like a no to whatever you asked tarot. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 2. Thank you, thank you. The Devil, so some stuck energy coming out for sure. You got the stuck energy, the 8 of Swords. The Devil also represents stuck energy. It can talk about love triangles. It can talk about addictions. Basically anything that's really not good for you, really not something that's going to benefit you on your path. Next, we see Strength. Okay, so even with the stuck energy coming out, the Strength is right behind it, telling you you have the strength to overcome. Death, something is ending. And that's, you know, you got the 8 of Cups, something's ending. An ending brings in a new beginning. And the 8 of Cups says the new beginning will be better than whatever's ending. But you guys are dealing with an ending right now. And then the Ace of Cups. Maybe what comes after is this beginning that's emotionally fulfilling. So for some of you, this may be like a love triangle that is coming to an end to bring in a relationship where you are valued the way that you deserve to be valued, where you are the focus of the connection. All right, now let's get Oracle for everything. So we are gonna see Angel Oracle first. Angels for group number 2, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Archangel Zadkiel. Archangel Zadkiel is the archangel that deals with forgiveness. So wherever forgiveness is needed, whether it's for you or for someone else, he can assist with that. Also, he helps with the violet flame. So if that's something that interests you, that's part of what he assists with as well. If you want information on that, it's all over the internet, but it's a way to raise your vibration. Now, let's take a look at Moonology. We're going to start with death. So what is there for the death card here, please? Show the world the real you. Okay. So as you deal with the ending and you step into the new beginning, be true to who you are. Show the world who you are. Show the world your energy. It's time for you to step into the beauty of you. Now for the devil, for the stuck energy, meditate and contemplate. Okay, so many of you know exactly what this devil means here. And some of you may not know how to go about stepping out of it right now. Meditate, contemplate, the answer is going to come to you. There's something you need to let go of. For some of you, it's a connection to somebody where you're in some form of love triangle. But for others, it may be, an addiction of some kind. It's going to be different for many of you. Do some meditating, do some contemplating. If it's not meant for you, you want to let it go. So ask your guides and they're going to provide assistance. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to see Queen of the Moon for strength. What is there for strength right here, please? Thank you, thank you. Pleasure. Okay, so your strength is going to guide you through the difficulties you're dealing with into pleasure. And that's kind of part of why we're here. We're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy our lives. Pleasure is part of it. Your strength is going to take you back to a place where you are enjoying things. Now, let's take a look at the Ace of Cups with spell casting. That is a new beginning of an emotional source. This is a new relationship for some of you. It's something that's emotionally fulfilling. Fertility. All right, so there is a new beginning that's emotionally fulfilling that includes a fertile situation for growth. There is something new. It comes after the ending. There's an ending going on here too. There's something you got to let go of. There's an ending, but there is something new that is emotionally fulfilling that, kind of blossoms after the ending. Now, the Transparent Tarot, which was a no to whatever you asked. Answers. Okay, so yeah, that is the answer to whatever your question was. And for some of you, I'm sure it's probably a good answer because no is not always bad. But for some of you, I'm sure you were hoping for a yes, and it's not exactly what you had hoped for. But either way, it is the answer that the guides are providing to the question you asked. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 3 with the citrine. Your first message of the reading is to bring in the light. So make sure you let the light in. Make sure you enjoy the light, and that can be sunlight, that can be your light, but bring in the light. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, once more. There we go. All right, we'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is an ending. It's something that's over, it's done, it's ended, and it's like a door shut, like can even leave you feeling stabbed in the back kind of ending. Next, we see the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles can talk about walking that financial tightrope, figuring out how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to spend your money, how you're going to make ends meet. Next, we see the King of Cups. The King of Cups can represent you or someone you're dealing with. It talks about someone that is very, very selfless, very loving, very compassionate. If it's not representing a person, then it represents true, genuine, selfless love. Next, we see the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about a passionate beginning. This is something that has your passions all tied up in it. Next, we see strength. Strength represents your strength. It tells you you have the strength to move through the situations you're dealing with and to overcome any obstacles in front of you. Then topping everything off, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can represent doors opening, opportunities. It is one of the marriage cards in tarot, so it can talk about getting married. All right, so looking at this, even with that Ten of Swords starting things off and the difficulty in the financial side of things and the Two of Coins, everything after that is very positive, represents your strength, selfless love, passions, stepping into passions, and opportunities. This looks like the answer is most likely yes to whatever you ask tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 3. Thank you, thank you. Ten of Swords. So we're starting with the Ten of Swords again. There is definitely an ending going on here. Something is ending, something's over, something's done, and it may have even been an unfortunate ending that left you feeling kind of cheated or kind of backstabbed in some way. Three of Swords. There's heartbreak. Okay, so we're going to get Oracle. We're going to see how you guys deal with this because this is kind of a difficult emotion thing you're going through right now. Nine of Wands. There could be a sacrifice that you're making that you don't need to make, or this can talk about you taking a really strong stance somewhere that is causing a sacrifice. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says that you will move through your challenges relatively quickly. You're going to overcome things relatively quickly. Your strength is going to be there. It's going to get you through it, and it's not going to last forever. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. So, angels, for group number 3, please. Thank you, thank you. Face your challenges. Okay, yeah, no, that is definitely what this is about. It is about facing those challenges. And in this card, notice how the person is facing kind of the rickety bridge and their challenge, but the angel is behind them with all kinds of love energy pouring out on them. Your guides are helping you. They're guiding you. They understand you're going through something, and they're trying to help get you through it as quickly as possible. Now, let's see Moonology. We're going to look at the Three of Swords because the Three of Swords is about heartbreak. What is there to help them deal with the Three of Swords? Emotions are running high. Okay. So emotions are running high. Heartbreak is one of them, and it's overwhelming for you. Like, see how huge that moon is? It's overwhelming. Take some time to breathe. Try just to take a breath, take a walk, take a minute. Take some time to breathe. Emotions are running very high, but the high emotional state of everything is gonna pass. Now, let's see the Ten of Swords with regards to the ending, because I feel like this is like a really bad breakup for some of you. Your hard work is paying off. Okay. So many of you dealing with a significant ending that doesn't even feel like a fair ending. You're putting your hard work in, trying to overcome, trying to get past it, and it is paying off. You are making progress. You're going to get through this. The light's going to come shining back in. It's going to get better. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to look at the Nine of Wands with Queen of the Moon. What is there for Queen of the Moon here? For the Nine of Wands. Change. Okay, so there is a sacrifice that you guys have been making, or a really strong stance that you guys have been taking with regards to some aspect of your life. It is time for that to change. It is time for you to stop sacrificing. It's time for you to take up space. It's time for you to use your voice. It's time for you to look at what you need and make sure that those needs are being met. So changes need to happen with regards to all the sacrificing you've been doing. That's going to help as you move forward. Now, the Knight of Swords. Balance. Okay. Balance is going to help move things along faster. There's a lot of really heavy energy. Make sure you balance that with some light energy. Make sure that you take yourself out to have some fun. And I know that that's difficult when you're dealing with heartbreak, but you've got this. You've got to, bring fun and enjoyment back into your life, even as you face your challenges. Now, for the Transparent Tarot, which was most likely yes to whatever you asked, and I feel like for most of you, yes may have actually been a bad answer. For some of you, I'm sure it was good, but for some of you, it definitely wasn't good. Now, for the Transparent Tarot, beauty. Okay, so when we see this card, it is a reminder that you are beautiful just the way you are. You don't have to change for anybody unless you want to change for you. And if you want to change your hair, you want to change your style, you want whatever you want to change. If it's for you, then you should do it. You should go for it. You should enjoy it because you are beautiful and the only opinion that matters is yours. But you are beautiful just the way you are, and that is something that is universal. That is something that is so important for us to remember, that we are beautiful just the way we are. All right, so I hope that the heartbreak clears for you guys sooner rather than later. I hope that you overcome things quickly. Focusing on balance is going to help. But some things are difficult. The emotions are running high, but they will pass. Every day, remind yourself that you're beautiful, because you are. No matter what anybody has said during the breakup, anything at all, you are beautiful. Remind yourself every day. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 4 with the rose quartz. Your first message of the reading is to open up your heart. So make sure your heart is open and ready to receive the love you desire. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups talks about fun, socializing, spending time with friends, entering positive social situations. Next, we see the Three of Cups. That's about celebrating, specifically with friends, celebrating your victories, celebrating having things to celebrate. Next, we see Temperance. Temperance talks about balance, balancing those passions and emotions, having a nice, healthy balance in your life. That is followed by the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about celebrating your victory. There's a lot of celebration going on here. Next, we see the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about reconnecting to your passions. This can be diving into a creative project, following passions of old, or possibly reconnecting to a passionate relationship from your past. And then topping everything off, we have the Lovers. The Lovers talks about the romantic soulmate connection. So many of you may be asking about reconnecting to a romantic soulmate or stepping into a new connection with a romantic soulmate. Either way, it seems very victorious. There's a lot of victory being celebrated here. This looks like a yes to whatever you asked tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 4. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we're starting with the Devil. That is not fantastic. It may mean that you guys are dealing with a love triangle here. There may be some sort of stuck energy, someone not able to move forward in a situation. However, in this devil card, the cage door is open. Like the fool's in the cage and the devil's holding the cage, but the cage door is open, so the fool can leave. So this is stuck energy, but you guys can step out of it. The Empress, that talks about foundational energy, laying those strong foundations, having your material needs met, and it can represent motherhood. The Eight of Coins, that talks about putting in your work and being rewarded for the work you're putting in. And the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands says if you fight for your desires, you will succeed, you will win, because you have the higher ground. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. We're going to start with the Angel Oracle. Angels. For group number 4, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Courage. Yeah, you're told to move forward with courage. It does take courage to move forward really at all, to fight for what you want, to put your energy and your hard work in. Courage is required for those things. Now, let's look at everything here. We're going to look at the devil first to kind of get that out of the way. The devil can also talk about addiction. It can also talk about really anything that makes you feel stuck, anything that maybe isn't so good for you. Now, let's see advice, guidance with regards to the devil being here, please. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, so for a lot of you, it is some form of love triangle, and it's coming to an end. It's coming to a resolution. However that resolution works out, it's going to be kind of a fiery climax. And, you know, it could also represent some of you stepping out of some form of addiction in some way. Addiction doesn't always have to be like a big, bad addiction. It could be an addiction to, you know, sugar, or, you know, an addiction to, you know, magazines, or I don't know, you know, whatever. Like it could be an addiction to something small that you just want to overcome. Either way, there's kind of something spicy about the ending. It is coming to an end. The stuck energy is ending, but there's something a little bit fiery and spicy about how it ends. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to look at the Eight of Coins. What is there to add to the Eight of Coins here, please? This hard work you're putting in that you will be rewarded for. Power. All right, so the work that you've been putting in, very powerful. You are going to be rewarded. This is normally material. This may actually represent like your career. You are making power moves forward in your career circumstances right now. The Seven of Wands, that talks about you fighting for what you want. Growth. Yep. You put your energy in, you go after your desires, you are going to experience growth. It is going to be a growth process, which is not always easy for sure, but it is worth it. Now, let's see the Empress with the Spellcasting Oracle. What is there for the Empress here, please? Blessings. All right, so having those stable foundations in and of itself is a blessing. Having your material needs met, also a blessing. And motherhood itself is a blessing. So you're being reminded to kind of count your blessings, because you do have many blessings to be grateful for. Now let's take a look at the Transparent Tarot, which was a pretty solid yes to whatever you asked. You get psychic abilities. Wow. Okay. So this says that your guides are bringing in messages like all the time. The answer is yes, your guides are bringing in more messages. These messages may come through like your third eye. You see the third eye is open there. So these may be psychic messages that are coming in. You may find yourself having dreams, or receiving like audible messages, or just coincidence messages. There's a lot of different abilities out there, but your guides are using yours to help guide you forward, because the answer to whatever your question was is yes, and they're helping to lead you into it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 5 with the Rhodochrosite. Your first message of the reading is to remember your worth. Make sure you're not devaluing yourself. You are worthy of all your desires. You are worthy of really anything this life has to offer. So remember your worth. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, so let's see here. There we go. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So we start with the 2 of Swords. That talks about a stalemate, energy where it's stuck. You can't see your way out of it, can't see how to progress forward. Next, we see the 9 of Swords. That talks about anxiety. And I'm not talking about a diagnosis. I'm talking about a feeling. Anxiety is fear with regards to the future. So some fear with regards to the future could also be some sleepless nights. Next, we see the 4 of Swords, talking about needing to get some rest. So maybe staying up worrying and not resting the way we need to. Next, we see the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles talks about worry, about money, or it can be loneliness, but oftentimes it's money, fear of poverty, not even really actual poverty, just the fear of it. Next, we see Justice. Justice talks about balance, needing to have a healthy balance, needing to bring in a healthy balance. And then topping everything off, we have the 5 of Swords, which talks again about worry. This could be worry related to work or home, but it is significant worry. Okay, this is a very solid no to whatever you asked tarot. Very solid no there. Now let's take a look at your situations, because no is not always a bad answer. Now let's see here. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 5. The World, that talks about completion, so that's good. Completing something that you desire. It's got all 4 elements plus consciousness, so it is complete. It can also talk about completing karmic cycles. Death, something is ending and it's bringing in new energy. So you completed something, something's ending, it's bringing in new energy. Queen of Coins, that could be you stepping into your abundance. The Queen of Coins doesn't have to be super financially abundant though. She can, she basically just shares what she has with everyone around her. She's a very generous soul. This can represent your energy or the energy of someone you're interacting with. It can symbolize abundance coming in though. And the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands talks about fighting. This fighting could be fighting, arguing, controversy, or it can be fighting for what you want, putting your energy in, going after what you want, fighting for it. Now let's get Oracle for everything. So we're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 5, please. Thank you, thank you. Faith. All right, you guys are asked to have faith. You have to believe that everything is going to work out in your best benefit. Have faith that your guides are helping guide you through your challenges and into your blessings. Now, let's see Moonology. We're going to start with this 5 of Wands. What is their advice, guidance for the 5 of Wands, for the fighting? The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, this may be you fighting for what you want, you going after what you want. The energy is picking up. The energy is gaining momentum. You are making progress. So don't give up. Now, let's also see Death with Moonology. What is there to add to Death here as far as the ending and the new beginning? What is there for the Death card? Your hard work is paying off. Okay. So the work that you're putting in to complete things, the work that you're putting in for an ending to happen, there is a new beginning that is coming, and it is through the work you've been putting in, this going after it you've been doing. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon for that Queen of Coins. What is there for the Queen of Coins here for group number 5, please? Release. Okay. So your abundance is headed towards you. There may be something that you need to release. It may be a worthiness block. So remember, you are worthy of whatever you desire. You are worthy of the abundance you desire, and I'm sure you will share generously. That is a very important energy when dealing with abundance coming in. Now, let's take a look at Spellcasting Oracle for the world. What is there to add to the world, this completion energy? Healing. Okay, so you guys have completed some form of cycle, bringing in healing energy. This is a healing phase for you now. Whatever challenge you've been dealing with, it is complete. You're moving into something new. Your hard work is paying off. You're getting a new start. Now, the Transparent Tarot, which was a pretty solid no to whatever you asked. Confidence. Okay. That, like I said, it's solid. You need to step into whatever with confidence. I feel like no may be a good answer for some of you because there's this confidence in it. But either way, the no is pretty strong. It's pretty solid. The answer is no to whatever your question was. And confidence plays some factor in that. All right, that is all I have for reading number 5. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.